Yes, now bless now, people. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Yo, lighting might be a little bit off, but you can see me. I can feel your energy through the screen. I've got to get a ring light. I'm in a new place, people. I've relocated, okay? Cushy little apartment to myself, alright? I mean, I might be a little bit quiet at the moment because it's what, 11:30? So I'm just going to pull my table in a little, yeah? I don't know how thin these walls are, you know? I've got to work that out first. I'm a respectful guy, let's be real. So I thought I'd break in a little bit of King of the Pit TV in the new location. I got some quality internet here, so I'll just be able to blast the videos up as soon as I get them done, which is a nice change because I've had to have them sitting about, and then I used to go to a studio, if not a coffee shop, to use internet there, but I've actually got better internet where I sit right now, which is a thumb up from me. Back with Motorhead. I didn't think too much of the debut record by Motorhead. I can't remember any of it. Just like I didn't really fall in love with the debut Judas Priest stuff, and I feel like there's a parallel between Motorhead and Priest. Of course, one's different to the other, but as far as being heavy metal royalty, you know, it goes without saying, doesn't it, really? So this is the second record, Overkill. I'll tell you what, the first song's quite long, but from there, the song lengths are up my street. A lot of sub 3 minute songs. So that sounds good to me. Maybe we'll hear a little more of that punk that gets involved, a little more of that discharge that gets involved, from what I'm aware of. You know, I always associate Motorhead with an air of D-beat rock and roll, but I've never come across it personally myself too much. This first one's Overkill. Shout out to all the Motorhead fans. I know there's going to be material I like in this band's discography. When we get there, who knows? This is the expanded record, apparently. Let's go. Yes.
Don't sweat it. Get it back to you. Overkill. Overkill. Overkill.
Right, let me talk about it so far. First and foremost, I'm pouring one out for Lemmy tonight. I got a little bit of cider going on. Secondly, the production is very anticlimactic, alright? It feels like you just want to have this big surge of extra guitar thrown in the mix and it all just blows the heck up. If this is what the production sounds like generally, quite underwhelming. I mean, the drumming is just like... The guitar... Motorhead's a guitar band, innit? Riffs, guitars, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But I'm not, you know what I mean? They're really drowned out in this mix. But that being said, I do like the sound. I do like the riffing. This is what I expected of Motorhead. We're starting to get into the punk rock now, and I like that a lot. We're getting into the discharge.
On your feet you feel the beat, it goes straight to your spine. Shake your head, it must be dead if it don't make you fly.
Come on.
Don't sweat it. Get it back to you. Don't sweat it. Get it back to you. Come on. Overkill. 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 Ah.
I mean, that kick, that's one of the most powerful kicks I've heard. I mean, it is so empowering right now as far as the mix is concerned. Somebody's posted chest day. Come on now.
Overkill! 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 No!
Doesn't need much. Power chords. Boom, boom. Drum just driving it forward. Cheeky little pentatonic solo. Great, massive, bold sound. Very powerful sound. Esta. But we've got, what, 2 minutes of audio left on this tune. It's building up to a cadence, but it's going to kick back into the riff, innit? Overkill. Here we go. If this was a hardcore band, people would be going side to side right about now. A third startup. I mean, that three different startups of that song. Stop and start, stop and start. I'd say it was too much, but it matches the tone of the song. Overkill. We're gonna overkill it. We're gonna give you this big epic outro. I never assumed Motorhead would be a guitar solo band, you know. I always thought they'd just be a back to basics 3-chord band. I never expected to hear like shred solos on this band. So that's quite interesting. That was Overkill. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was definitely a stadium rock track, you know what I mean? You could hear the large scale venue, large capacity capabilities of this band, the future of this band, definitely. We've got Stay Clean coming up next, track number 2. Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Overkill by Motorhead, alright? I'm going to see if I can turn my voice up a little bit, because I might, you know, I might be quite quiet at this moment in time, and I want to ensure you can hear me. So hold on. Let me see what I can do. But the last track was pretty good. It seems that this is going to be a step up from the last record, because the last record you know, I think there was a lot to be desired in all fairness. Definitely finding their feet, and it was definitely an early sort of approach to things. Was it put out in the 70s? The first Motorhead record? It's too early for me. Too early for me. I don't like anything from 70s. You know, within reason. Stay Clean is the track of this one, track number 2. Let's see what they've got to offer in this one. Wada bing, wada bang.
Your income tax.
Let's go. What's the correlation in regards to the chorus? Stay clean. What does he mean by that? Man, I'll tell you what, Motorhead have some cool lines and cool phrases and stuff. Somebody said, don't be scared, live to win. You know what I mean? From what I've seen of the branding of Motorhead, I do like that gambler's mentality, you know, that high rolling mentality. I think that's nice, that. Although somebody said only way to make this album good after Overkill is to turn 33 to 45. I assume he means RPM, right? I'm not a record collector, so I can't tell you how literal that is, but that's to speed it up, right? So we might be going a little more slower paced from here on. Maybe they clocked on to how successful Overkill was and was just like, right, we need to pump it up from here on.
Stay clean, hurry.
I mean, we did have the speed freak in the comment section talking about we need to up the RPM of this, but I thought it was a pretty good tempo. I felt like the energy of Lemmy was lacking a little bit. The vocal performance wasn't, rock and roll, but I've got a lot of things to say about Motorhead at this point because I've got very high hopes for what I come across during listening to the discography of Motorhead. So, I've got high standards, basically. They're working within a very broad spectrum in my world. We've got track number 3 coming up, I Won't Pay Your Price. Let's have a little comment on that little bass solo, which was quite nice, because normally when people let the bass sing, they pull back all of the guitars and the drums and whatnot, but they just continued riffing out. and the power of that distorted bass just started popping. It was well good. Let's keep going. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing in. I Won't Pay Your Price is the title of this one. It's track number 3. We're listening to Overkill by Motorhead. Let's go.
So drunk.
Ooh.
Hey! Move out, it's time for someone else. Quit thinking only of yourself.
Bro, it sounds like some Skinhead Oi right about now. That punk rhythm, quality vocal.
Really a nasty piece of work, you know you thought you was a hero, but you're really just a jerk. Out the way, you know I won't pay your price. You can't stop me, don't you even try. Don't stick my finger in your eye. You don't deserve my admiration. I'll swing you through a window if you give me aggravation. Out the way, you know I won't pay your price. Shut up now.
Great attitude to this one. This has been my favourite one so far. This pleases me more than the title track.
I'm tired of listening to crap. I'd rather stab you in the back. I'm telling you the only real reason that you ain't gonna get is 'cause stuff is out of season. Out my way. You know I won't pay your price.
Guitar solo coming up. In 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shut the door behind you when you go.
Hey, we got a third verse. I didn't expect that.
Well, here I really don't know. I'm gonna count up to 3, and if you're still here, then I'm gonna blow away your knees. Out my way. You know I won't pay your price. Your price, yeah. Your price. You know your price. No, 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 no. Oh, no. No, no, no. Sweet, sweet.
Where were Motorhead from? It sounds like a daft question, right? Obviously they were a British band, but where did they reside? Were they a southern band? Motorhead. Were they from Birmingham? Motorhead. From Birmingham? Were they from Birmingham? That was I Won't Pay Your Price. That was the best track on the record so far. This next one's entitled I'll Be Your Sister. Alright. Track number 4. Let's keep going.
Today.
Yes, now bless now people. Don't forget rest now. Des ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV signing in. Having to be a little bit quiet, okay? I've actually turned my volume up on my input capture, so hopefully you hear me loud and clear. I'll Be Your Sister is the name of this one. It's track number 4. We're listening to Overkill. Last track was a rager. It was a little skinhead stomper, wasn't it? Let's go. I'm pouring a couple out for Lemmy tonight, so appreciate me if I get a bit wobbled by the end. Come on. Bit Foxy Lady-esque, eh?
I'll be your sister. Be a lover, yeah. Be a mother. If you need somebody. Somebody set your heart on fire. It's so lonely, hanging on the wire. On the wire. Stand up.
These dudes are riffing on this record tenfold what I remember on the earlier records, so this is good. This is a fantastic early transition. This is really good.
I'll be a lover, be a sister, lady. I'll be your mother, if you need it, baby. If you think that it's the end, I'm gonna prove I can back again. If you need somebody, I'm your only friend. Only friend. Spread out.
That was probably the best riff we've heard so far on the record. Not of all time on King of the Pit TV, don't get me wrong, but that was a great riff. Very catchy riff. It sounded like it was, as a guitarist, it sounded like it was fun to play. You know what I mean? It sounded like a quality riff to play, a lot of fun to play. And that's the most important thing, isn't it? Having fun. Sounding fun. It's not about complexity, it's not about technicality in my world. It's about the way it makes me feel, and it was very energetic, very rock and roll. Did hear a bit of Hendrix in there, in my opinion, as far as the rhythmic element of Hendrix's band is concerned. Not the, technical, I want to say egocentric. If it was any other guitarist, I'd probably call it egocentric. I think it's somewhat blasphemous to call Hendrix that, but here we are. We got Capricorn coming up next, track number 5, alright? Yo, there's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Motorhead. This one's Capricorn. Let's jump straight in. We're getting back into a longer scale of song at 4 minutes. Alright, this one's track 5 on Overkill. Come on.
Nights I spend alone, solitaire to the bone. But I don't mind, I'm my own best friend from the beginning to the end. My life, my heart.
Yeah, I got a question. What is the ultimate mustache band? Is it Motorhead or is it Sabbath? What fans are rocking the best mustaches? Let me know.
Black night, my star, Capricorn, Capricorn.
Lacking a little bit of energy in this one.
December's child, the only one. What I do is what I've done. I realize I get so cold. When I was young, I was already old. My life, my heart, black night, my star, Capricorn.
this one didn't do it for me. They should have just ramped up the tempo and got it over in 3 minutes. You know, this just it's not an energetic number, and Motorhead should be energetic in my opinion.
I always knew the only way is never live beyond today. They prove me right, they prove me wrong, but they can never last this long. Oh, my life, my heart, my love, my star. Got me going, 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 got me going.
I mean, you wanted a reaction video. It wasn't a very expressive reaction. I thought it was dead. I thought that was a crap tune. Take that off of the record. Take that off of the record. Don't need to be there. Not a great song. Not a great song. That's all I've got to say. We're going to move on to No Class coming up next. And sitting at 2 minutes 39, it'd be called No Class. I know already that this is going to be a banger. I already know. So what I'm going to do is we're not going to jump straight into it. We're going to compare and contrast the view count to see if I'm right. 83,000 views on this video. No Class, on the other hand, 174,000. I knew it. I knew it. We got a good one coming up. I already know. I can smell it in the air. All right, this could be punk rock, rock and roll. Let's keep going. Come on. Yes, now bless now. Enjoying a couple of drinks for Lemmy tonight, people. No Class is the name of this one, and it's had a surge in the view count. That being in... Hold on, I'm just going to restart the video one moment. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Let me see if I got my volume. Hold on. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. Yes, we certainly do. Yo, let me give you some insight, people, alright? Yeah, I had my audio settings knackered, okay? So what I've ended up doing is going through No Class Damage Case and Tear You Down, right? And it's picked up on my voice, my input, but not necessarily what's been playing from the screen. So I know, right? So it's not going to be a first-time reaction moving through these next 3 tracks, but let me tell you, I know we got some good material coming up. So hold on tight. Let's talk about it. This one's No Class, yeah. 174,000 views. I already knew this was going to be a good one going into it. Let's go. I'm happy to listen to it again, you know what I mean? Come on. Cup of coffee. Living fast, yeah? Do I look tired? I better do. The grind don't stop, people.
Shut up! You talk too loud. You don't believe in the crowd. I can't believe you exist. I crossed you right on my list. Too much, too soon. You lay out of June. No class. No class.
I mean, that is an absolutely fantastic riff, and it reminds me of another riff. I know it's Heavy Metal 101, but it reminds me of another riff, and I can't put my finger on what. Arguably, this is the best track on the record so far, though, No Class. I mean, you can see where these like punkier, D-beat rock and roll bands take their sound from when you hear to sounds like this. This riffing is you hear it quite frequently within that particular style of music. And in my opinion, quite an underrated style of music that Motorhead discharge worshipping, D-beat, punk rock, spiky hair bands, you know? Metal bands. These dudes weren't messing about, were they? They weren't messing about. What a quality riff. They knew they had a riff there. Let's just jam this riff out. Great riff, great energy. Doesn't outstay its welcome. You know what I mean? 2 minutes, 38 seconds. Perfect time. If we were to extend that any longer, it'd probably go on for too long. So it's a short track, but it's needing to be short. It's got attitude. It's got energy. It suits it to a T. That's a great number. That I like that one a lot. I do like that one. We got Damage Case coming up next, track number 7. So hold on. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to Motorhead's Overkill record. This is track 7 of 12. Just a disclaimer, if you're only joining me now, I accidentally played No Class to Tear You Down. That's 3 tunes from the last track. Accidentally not recording the audio. So this isn't necessarily a first time listen. I mean, I might title it as that because, hey, I'm listening to it back to back like within 2 minutes, and I'm sure I'll have more things to say. So don't shoot me if that's the case, alright? Who knows when I upload it what I'll title it. But this is, yeah, I'm a bullshit artist, alright? And, yeah, what can I say? 777k views on this one. So Lemmy's looking down on this track and saying, yeah, this is my favourite number. I like this number. You know what I mean? He's playing to win. Lucky number 7's all the way across. Can you believe it? So this is Damage Case. Let's go. I know there's a catchy riff on this one. Hooligan riff.
Hey babe, don't act so scared. All I want is a special care. I'm on the run from some institution. All I want is a little consolation. And I can tell by your face, I'm a total disgrace. Let me inside the place. Move over for a damage case.
Come on.
Hey babe, wait a minute, stop. Don't run away, don't call a cop. I am looking to victimize you. All I wanna do is tantalize you. And I can tell by your state, I'm all over the place. I can tell by your face, got no time for a damage case.
I mean, I can start to see why people like Motorhead at this point. First record didn't grasp me. Now we're starting to get to the money already. And let me tell you, people, I think earlier on in this listen, I referenced the first one being like a 70s sound, and that's why I didn't like it. I've had a quick deke of this record. This was put out in 79, so, you know, if you haven't corrected me on that yet, I'll correct myself. 79 record, it's still 70s, but Yeah, it sounds great. It sounds great. I'm looking forward to hearing what comes next. To be honest with you, as we get into the 80s and we start to get influenced by acts of the 80s. And in all honesty, I'm talking about this band like they're influenced by Discharge. More than likely, Discharge were influenced by Motorhead. So let me know, people. Historically speaking, let me know, because I'm going to be talking crap out, because Hear Nothing, See Nothing, Say Nothing came out in '82, didn't it? What's going on? Which is even more exciting to think that when we start to have crust, there might be an indirect influence more so to Motorhead's music. And apologies if I'm wrong, but it's just because I always associate Motorhead with that particular style. I come from a hardcore punk background, and this is where I've taken notice of Motorhead references, you know, in relation to that sort of stuff.
Hey babe, don't turn away. I'm here tomorrow, I'm gone today. I don't care what you think the game is. I don't care even what your name is. And I can tell by your face, you're all over his place. Let me inside your face. Move over for a
Come on.
damage case.
That was a great record. It was a great record, and that riff is so infectious. It didn't hit me when I initially listened to it, but when I had a break in between tracks, I found myself just dun, 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 dun. It's a proper hooligan riff. And what I say when I say about hooligan riffs, I mean like it's a football chant riff. You know what I mean? Dun, dun, all the boys having a laugh, singing along to the riff. Quality. Really good. Was it as good as No Class? In my opinion, no. Didn't tickle my pickle like No Class did. We got Tear You Down coming up next, alright? Hold on tight. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. T-Vizzle. Tizzle Vizzle signing in. Tear You Down is the title of this one. We're looking at track 8 of 12 on the Overkill album. Let's go. Tear You Down. Alright, we're riffing on this one. Da, 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 da.
Gonna show you what I'm all about. I'm gonna make the toenails curl. Gonna show you how to make me smile. I'm really in the long leg girl. I'll talk to you all night long. Every line
He's on some sweetie guy vibes on this one.
gonna show you how to make me laugh. Gonna tear you down.
Who's moshing? Come on.
Gonna show you what I'm all about. I'm gonna shake you down tonight. I don't really wanna freak you out, but I'm gonna make you feel alright. I was talking to you all night through. I know you was holding me too. Gonna shake you till your lips turn blue. I'm gonna tie you down.
Come on.
Gonna show you how to stretch your stuff and gonna make your dreams come true. Gonna show you how to change your life and really gonna do it to you. I was talking to you hours and hours. I promise your heart's and flowers. I'll give you supernatural powers. I'm gonna tear you down. Oh.
Decent tune, lyrical content. I'm not too fussed about that. He's not singing to me, is he? Let's be real. And his approach to things isn't something I would do myself. So here we go. That was Tear You Down. I mean, the view count says it all. It was the least viewed track in the record so far. It's not a fan favourite. I agree with it. We got Metropolis coming up next, track number 9. All right.
Create amazing videos.
Let's keep going. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Overkill, the second album by Motorhead. This one's entitled Metropolis. 3 minutes 35. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah, they're jamming out on this one, not gonna lie. I like the melody there. We don't normally catch a melody from Motorhead at this point, so it's nice. Metropolis, come on. Here we are. Wow, wow. Ooh. Here we go. Then gun goes bang. Started bass popping there. Ba-da-ba-da. Here we go. It was a nice change of pace. Earlier on in this record, I sort of said Motorhead shouldn't be doing this slow stuff. They should be just sort of getting to the point and playing energetic music. But you know what I mean. In all honesty, I thought that was a good sound. It was good. It was a good change of pace. You know what I mean. It didn't wake me up clearly, but they were jamming out. It was a good riff. Like I said, good vocal melody, which was a nice change. And that's as much as I've got to say on that one. We've got Limb from Limb coming up next, so I'm going to play a little bit of Bruce's Price is Right. This was 70k views. What we saying, Limb from Limb? Higher or lower? I'm going to say higher. Let's check that out. 70k to 162. Here we go. So, you know what social engineering's all about. I must like this a little bit more, right? Bigger numbers and all of that. Let's keep moving. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Limb from Limb is the title of this one. Quite a death metal-esque title. Track number 10 of 12 on Overkill. Let's go. A little bluesy. Here we go. Well. There's been a couple of debates in the comment sections of these videos. Are Motorhead a rock band or a metal band? Motorhead will forever be rock and roll, says Oliver, whereas Demonizer says, correction, they are heavy metal. Nope, Lemmy said we are Motorhead and we play rock and roll. Yeah, rock and roll is the soul and spirit, the attitude. Heavy metal is more of an aesthetic and superficial continuation, right? It's a subgenre of all that is, which is rock. We are rock and roll, you know. And then we delve into the blues from there on, and there's bluesier elements, you know. And that's not to hate on heavy metal. I love heavy metal, but you know where I'm coming from here. Rock and roll is an attitude and a spirit. It's not a... Heavy metal comes with the leather jackets. Heavy metal comes with, you know, the external as well as the internal. But rock and roll can be anyone doing anything in a particular manner or essence or energy, you know. Come on. Let me bring you in. It's not my favourite track. I don't think this is that good a tune, in all honesty. I might change my opinion. Let's give that a rewind. I might change my opinion. feel that solo coming, couldn't you? When the guitar takes time to sing, you really hear that distorted bass guitar pop. Good amount of high end on that bass guitar. Come on. It was all about that speed up. It was all about that double time, wasn't it, really? That was the whole point of that track. That was the whole point. That was the best bit about it. I bet some people got excited about that. I got excited. I didn't see it coming. I did not see it coming. That was really good. We've got Louie Louie coming up, which seems to be a cover song for the ages. Everybody was covering this song for some reason. Let's see what Motorhead did with it. Alright, track 11 coming up. 310k views. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Louie Louie by Motorhead. I mean, I've heard about 1,700 covers of Louie Louie, but I've not heard Motorhead's cover. So this is it, track 11 to 12. Let's jump in. Yeah, I know I'm going to have Motorhead fans on this video, but if you've heard the Black Flag version, who did it better? Was this thrown on as a bonus track? Was this actually on the record? Yeah, because, you know what, you look at the album artwork and it's like Motorhead, Overkill, and this radiant, powerful image. And then you listen to what you're listening to, a cover of Louie Louie. It's a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward. You get me? You get me, bro? A little bit of cowbell there, right? That bass guitar's powerful, eh? Let's get it. Louis, I mean, if you want me to be realistic, I think it devalues the record. I think it devalues the record. I know it's great for popularity's sake. It's great for attracting attention to the record as a whole and to Motorhead as a whole, because it's got a great amount of views and it's a very well known song, and it's great to hear Lemmy do his take on things. But unless this was like an extra throw on, like a B-side on an extended version or something, I don't think it should have been on the record. I think it devalues it. I think it cheapens it, in all honesty. Let's finish this off. 12k views, can you believe it? Too late. Deluxe I've got on this one, so this is a little additional. Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're going to finish this record off. Motorhead, Overkill. I'm going to give you a little review at the end of it as well, alright? Too Late is the title of this one. We've only got 12k views on it, so I don't know what the deal is. As opposed to the album artwork, we've actually got Deluxe. Although the other ones had expanded on the bottom, so, you know what I mean? I don't know what's what. Let's just jump straight in, shall we? See what I think. That snare's like a gunshot, innit? That echo.
I see that nothing's changed. It's just a playing games. Still waste of time you are, and you so popular. Well, this is it, you bitch. I gotta make a switch. You find another job. I know what's going on. Good move. What do I have to lose? Still mate. Too late. I thought you were for real. Just want a rip-off deal. Don't give me all that crap. I just escaped your trap. You think you see the joke, but you're just chasing smoke. 'Cause now the thrill is gone. I don't know what's going on. Good move. What do I have to lose? Stalemate. Too late.
It's quite a unique riff in its own way. It's not reinventing the wheel, but there's something about it. I think it's the register it's been played in.
Misunderstanding me, the way you felt so free. I'm gonna jump the gun. I'm gonna kill that book. Your credibility, don't cut no ice with me. You're just a feeble cop. I know what's going on. Good move. What do I have to lose? Stalemate. Too late.
Little fade out to finish the record. Best way to do it, eh? Best way to do it. That was too late. It wasn't a bad number. Probably just thrown in at the end. Probably wasn't on the original. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, good riff. Very heavy metal riff. That was a good riff. Let's finish this record off. I'm going to do a little review, and I'll tell you my overall rating and feelings towards this record, and we'll go from there. Yes now, bless now. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in live and large once again. This is my review of the album we have just listened. It should be uploaded on this channel unless copyright sort of stricken down one or two tunes, which can be the case. Generally not the whole album. We listened to Motorhead's first record not so long, well I say not so long back, relative to the channel it was quite a long time ago. I didn't think much of it. I didn't think much of it at all. It was clear the band were getting up and going. Overkill is the record we listened to. 12 tracks. Maybe there wasn't 12 on the initial record, but we listened to a Dulux, I believe. So there might have been one or two tunes thrown on the end. It was a good record. I enjoyed it. I thought it was definitely the Motorhead I was expecting to hear on the first record, although I know there's definitely room for the band to advance and progress, especially as production is concerned, and give it a more oomph, a bit more of a kick. It was good. It was good. Initially, I had to get used to the production because I felt like the drums were over-empowering because I thought Motorhead's a guitar band, man. Motorhead's rock and roll, get the guitars out a bit more. So I was a bit upset initially. But as we continued listening to the record, man, I enjoyed it more and more. There was some really good tunes on this. In particular, No Class was a great tune. Damage Case was a great tune. I Won't Pay Your Price was a great tune. And in between all of that, there was some great ideas, some great riffs. Limb from Limb, track number 10, when it goes double time halfway through. That was fantastic. Yeah, it was really good. So I'm looking forward to listening to more Motorhead. I mean, initially I came in here thinking a couple of... I don't know much about the band. I didn't know much about the record. So I assumed it was an 80s record, which I was wrong. 79 apparently. And I assumed they may have been influenced by punk rock through one way or another. Now, I know that this record came out in 79, so there will be a punk rock influence, albeit indirectly. But I thought we were in the realms of crust. I thought we were like 82, 83. Because I come from a hardcore punk background, so I always associate Motorhead or any references of fans of Motorhead with that punk rock element, that discharge, that D-beat, and what went on to be D-beat rock and roll, like an incredible subgenre which I feel is very underrated. I always thought Motorhead just jumped headfirst into that and essentially took influence of it, but I think there might have been a knock on. I think the punks definitely took from Motorhead by the sounds of things. And then I'm hoping, fingers crossed, when we get into the 80s records of Motorhead, they start to only cross-collaborate even more and give more energy and more, just mosh, fantastic music. But it was good. Yeah, it was good. Lemmy definitely did an half-decent job. The guitarist did a fantastic job. Quite a lot of lead guitar solos. I'd never considered this band a guitar solo band, so that was quite surprising. Drummer did a fantastic job. There was no frills, no extra bits, no unnecessary bits. I mean, arguably the guitar solos, I don't really care for them, but other than that, yeah, it got straight to the point, and that was that. Overkill, I'm gonna rate it 7 out of 10 because I know there's improvements to be made. I know that they're gonna get better over time. I definitely, you know what? I can't remember what I rated the last Motorhead record, but I know it wasn't as high as that because I didn't think it was that good. To be honest, it was forgettable. I can't remember one thing from it apart from there's like an icy blue cover on it. And if I'm wrong, that's self-explanatory. I just didn't care for the record. This was definitely a step up, and I'm going to leave that there. All right, people. I'm signing out. Peace.